Hey guys, it's Laura. So today I'm going to do a really quick how I fill in my brows tutorial. I have pretty full brows to start with. I know some girls, they either overpluck or they just cannot grow their brows for whatever reason. Or they might be like really thin at the ends and thick in the front. The first thing I'm going to recommend you do is go see somebody to like either thread or wax your brows. I personally get my brows threaded. I just like the way it comes out. I feel like it's just more defined and it just gives it a much nicer shape than wax does. But I mean, to each their own. You find who you like, and I always recommend sticking with the same person because you know what result you're going to get, and you can work out growing your brows or kind of tweaking them the way that you like. So I just got mine done. So I got rid of like all the little baby hairs and like all the hairs that grow. I'm a hairy gorilla, so I got rid of like all the little hairs that grow everywhere. So my brows are pretty clean right now. So the first couple, well, this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a concealer for the underneath and the top. Some people do foundation on top. You'll see what I'm talking about, so that way it blends in. I just use concealer. You're going to need a very flat, I don't know if you can see that, it's a very flat brush, okay? And then you're going to need some sort of pencil to fill in your brows with. So I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the color Soft Brown. My eyebrows are really dark. My hair is almost black. It's like as dark brown as you can get. And I use the Soft Brown because I find when I use a pencil the same exact color, they look much more drawn in. When if I use something lighter, it just kind of fills in the little gaps like ever so subtly. I don't really like really drawn in brows or like how people have like the fade from like light to dark. I just don't feel like that's normal. And if you like it, then that's great and do you. But for me, I just kind of like a very natural filled in brow. So I will show you what I do. So the Brow Wiz comes like this on one end. It's like a pencil. It's really small, and then the other end has this little spoolie. So you're going to need the spoolie. So really it's sort of four things: concealer, a flat brush, the pencil, and then the spoolie. You'll have to get it separate if whatever product you purchase does not come with it. I like the Brow Wiz also because it's a little drier than I've used MAC, and I've used like a NYX eyebrow pencil. When they're too creamy, you almost get too much product, and then you have to really like diffuse it. Where if it's a little drier, you don't have to be quite as gentle, and you don't get as much product, and you can build a little bit easier. Where if it's really creamy, it comes out really dark kind of off the bat, and then you have to work with it even more. So I love the Brow Wiz. This is probably like the 4th or 5th time I've purchased it. So, oops, sorry. So I'm going to zoom you in, and let me focus you. There we go. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our little, you probably can see that, there you go, take our pencil, and we're going to line the bottom of our brow. You don't need to press hard. And just kind of follow the natural shape of your brow. If you do not have a tail, you're going to draw it as if you did. So you're going to kind of, fake it till you make it. So just line the bottom, and again, if you don't have a tail, just kind of add it on and pretend like there was one there. Then starting from the top, I'm not going to start right here at the corner. I'm going to start a little farther over, and we're going to line the top of our brow. And then come down the tail. Now you see I have like a little bald spot here, so I'm going to fill that in. So once we've lined them, then we're going to use little hair strokes in the same direction that your hair grows. Little feather-like strokes. And you can go darker in the tail than you do in the front, so don't be afraid to kind of push down in the tail. And then once you get here, see the hair grows upward? So I'm going to just flick it up. And here, I'm almost not really going to go like up here to the top. I'm kind of just going to go halfway, at least just for this front portion. And then here we're going to fill that in. So this is what we have so far. So obviously you can see the lines. So from here, I'm going to take the spoolie part and we're going to comb it out. This part is very important because it will take away the harsh lines that you see when you initially fill them in. And go with the grain. So go with the direction of your eyebrow hairs. So that's what we have so far. Then we're going to take our concealer. This is just the NARS Reading Creamy Concealer, which I am obsessed with. And you're going to take a little bit and you're just going to put it on your hand like this. Then you take your flat brush and you're just going to kind of take some of that with your flat brush. Then we're going to line the bottom of your brow. This is like cleaning it up. So if there's any out of place, like little marks, we're going to get rid of them. And then take a little bit more. We're going to do the top. Be really careful with this. You don't want to go over your eyebrows. And this is also going to give us more definition in our brows. So you obviously have these harsh lines, so you just buff them out with your finger. Or a brush, it's up to you. I find this works just fine. And that is it. That is how I do my brows. So you can see the difference from this one to this one. I mean, this one is still pretty full, even though there's nothing there, but this is just a much sharper, cleaner brow. So that's really it. You can clearly see the difference here. I'll just replicate on the other side and you will be done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and good luck.